welcome back to another video. This will be on Zelda Breath of the Wild. I'm going to be actually explaining the entire main startup of the storyline. I'm not going to spoil anything, I'm just going to tell you what happens in like the first 5 seconds of you playing the game. It's sort of a review. I have played it in the past. It's actually a really fun game. Play as Link in the Kingdom of Hyrule. With amazing graphics and its own design game engine, it makes it literally one of the best games on the Switch. And is literally a must play if you want it, or if you're willing to get a Switch. I've already got one. Depends. Breath of the Wild takes place at the end of Zelda's timeline in the Kingdom of Hyrule. Hyrule is like the entire kingdom that everything's in, with all the little monsters, trees, horses, depending. It's a ginormous game. Damn, it's pretty good. 10,000 years before the beginning of the game, the evil calamity Ganon threatens Hyrule, but he is defeated by a princess with the blood of a goddess and with the help of her appointed knight. The story does get confusing, sort of, but if you just read through it all, it should be fine. Hyrule matured into an advanced civilization protected by 4 enormous animalistic machines called Divine Beasts and an army of autonomous weapons called Guardians. These are the ones which you see in the land of Hyrule, which you'll find out. I'll show you clips of everything as well. Upon Ganon's return, 4 great warriors were given the title of champion, and each piloted one of the Divine Beasts awaken Ganon. Well, the princess and knight fought him off so that she could seal him away. They basically seal them in the castle, which you'll see, with the ginormous, like, dark circle around it. 9,900 years later, the Kingdom of Hyrule had developed into a medieval state, so it basically relapsed. Ganon possessed the Guardians and Divine Beasts, turning them against Hyrule. King Roam and the champions were killed. The castle town was destroyed and Link was gravely wounded. Zelda took Link to safety, hid the Master Sword, and used a magic to trap Ganon in Hyrule Castle, which I was talking about earlier with the dark, mysterious circle around it all, which actually traps him in it entirely. 100 years after that, Link awakens, which is where you start off with the beginning of the game. You are greeted with the beautiful and colourful land of Hyrule, where you seek to defeat Ganon in battle. Basically, the storyline goes on very far. You first of all get through the beginning of the game, where you're greeted with the entire cinematic shot of Hyrule in general, which looks beautiful, literally. You also get to see all the different controls at the beginning of the game. It is literally one of the best games on the Switch to get, so I do recommend that you do get it. The game is literally fully open world, where missions are your choice and you're literally never ever forced to do them. You just follow them on the map or travel around on horseback and meet other travelers and make new friends in the game. So it's all AI, it's only single player, and you can't do anything else with anyone in the game itself. It does actually have a Nintendo's cloud save option, which is useful. I really hope I've got my save files on that, because as I said I've literally played the game before. I highly recommend this game. With endless puzzles and difficult battles, you have months and months of fun and a gripping story you'll never ever want to stop playing. This game took me so long, I still haven't even completed it to this day. It is a really big game to play, especially when the Divine Beasts, when you try to get them, because you have to make them go to your side, you have to do a lot of puzzles which are fairly difficult to get to them, talk to the people that control them, and you get to give them back, and then in the end you get to defeat Ganon, but that's a lot more later on in the story. But yeah, you basically have to get the Master Sword. You gotta get enough hearts for that. I'm just giving you like slight tips if you did actually want to play the game. And I will leave links down below to Nintendo's own trailer of the game, just so you can look at that instead of this video, just in general. Also, make sure to leave a like or a dislike depending if you liked or disliked the video. Leave a comment down below saying what other games you want me to review. Maybe Animal Crossing, maybe other games, depending. Just say down below. And also, do give me a subscribe if you do like the content. And also, do turn on that little notification bell to see when I actually upload next. Anyway guys, goodbye.